Now, at the end of the month, the famous Colour Run will be staged in Abu Dhabi for the first time, following its successful debut in Dubai last December. And while the thousands of entrants will be fulfilling personal goals, one man has a long-term plan that could involve Rio in 2016. Omar Noor is Egypt's first professional triathlete. I'm delighted to say he joins me in the studio now. Omar, thank you very much for coming in, interrupting your training schedule.
Thank you.
You've got an amazing backstory before we get onto the Colour Run, really. I mean, you only turned to being a triathlete only recently, and it was a strange reason what made you start to do it.
Yes, that's very true. Actually, so what ended up happening is I went to university for medicine, and after medicine, I went through a whole period of time when I was starting companies. And the last venture that my brother and I started together, and I think a lot of your viewers can probably relate to that, I started to gain a lot of weight. I'm not sleeping well, I'm not eating healthy, and next thing you know, the kilos are racking up. And I got up to 105 kilos, and I was wearing a nice suit like yourself, getting into my low car, and as I opened the door to bend over, I heard krrk. And I was like, what is this? It had, the suit had ripped at the pant, at the seam, and my underwear was out in the wind, and I couldn't go back to change. And it didn't happen once, it happened twice. So the second time I said, okay, something has got to change. And that's how this adventure even began, you know, a simple weight loss.
And now you're Egypt's only and first professional triathlete, and big goals ahead of you. 2016, the Olympic Games, that's your motive now, that's where you're heading.
Absolutely, I'm putting all of my eggs in that basket, so to speak, and I'm focusing so hard. Like you mentioned, like 29 years old, I started to do triathlons. At age 31, I turned pro. I'll be 37 in Rio, so nothing is impossible. It's the kind of thing like, look, you set your goals, you go do it, and you start by baby steps, you know, things like the Colour Run, you know, something fun, because that's what it's all about. Sports is fun.
Well, we're seeing images of the Colour Run now on the screen there. I mean, it's the perfect name for it. It's unlike most other events though, isn't it? There's no official timings, there'll be no winners announced at the end of it. It's just a bit of fun.
It's the happiest 5K on the planet. You know, it's one of these things. Have you done one?
I'm going to do this one. I'm actually going to do this one.
It's unbelievable. The energy level, it's fantastic. As you're running, every kilometer, they're throwing this powder at you. And it's a celebration of life, of health, of happiness. It has nothing to do with the miles and the kilometers and the time and any of this stuff. It's perfect for beginners that just want to go out there and walk, run 5 kilometers. And for seasoned athletes like myself, it's a very nice reminder, hey, that's what sport is all about, a good time, not just winning.
And for you yourself, having you there, I mean, hopefully this is going to be a great inspiration for everybody else. Your story could inspire others to really change their lifestyle.
You know, it's something that I'm very, very passionate about, and I'm lucky. You know, like the Colour Run is actually brought to you by like ActiveLife, and I'm the ambassador of ActiveLife, and ActiveLife stands for, you know, weight loss, exercise, healthy living, etc. And this is what I'm all about. You know, I'm about spreading the word and telling people like, look, it's never too late, you can do it, etc. So perfect place to begin, the Colour Run.
And as well, you've got other events in the season as well, Abu Dhabi International Triathlon being one of them,
yeah, absolutely. I just finished Tri-Yas last weekend, going to Arab Championships in Sharm el-Sheikh, Egypt, this coming up weekend, and then Abu Dhabi International Triathlon, you know, the jewel of triathlon in the Middle East with the Brownlee brothers coming to ruin my party. But it's going to be nice, it's going to be challenging, it's going to be a lot of eyes on it. And again, you know, another event where you can just come, enjoy it, at least come and watch.
Yeah. And
if you don't catch the bug, come talk to me later.
Understand it. Well, I will see you definitely on the start line for the Colour Run, but I doubt if I'll see you at the finish line either.
Hopefully we'll both be coloured out.
Fantastic. Omar Noor, really appreciate your time. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much.
Now, the UAE Rugby Federation's Awards Gala will have a World Cup winner joining them this year. All Blacks legend